So I have been talking about WWE NXT, and I'm just going to continue. Now I want to talk about WWE NXT's women's division. I kind of touched on it a little bit when I talked about the men's tag team division with Ren and Jada Parker, but now I'm going to get deep into it, right? And so let's talk about the champion. The champion is Roxanne Perez, and her challenger is going to be Julia. Now, Julia won the number one contender won the number one contender match. Basically, it was the Iron Survivor match. That's what she won to become the number one contender. And so, what did I feel when this happened? In my head, I was just like, WWE sure loves to do their repetition. Yo, you had Vakur, you had Zarya, you had Sol Ruka, you had Ren Sinclair in that match. And you chose Julia to win, even though she's already had a match with Roxanne and lost. She already lost her match with her because Cora got involved. But that's all I'm going to say about it, because I do like Julia. I just hope that this match that they have, that Roxanne and Julia are going to have, is not going to end the same way as their first match, which is Cora Jade getting involved. Because then, what was the point? What was the point of giving us that same thing, right? But moving along, right? Now, we talked about the Iron Survivor match. I feel like Roxanne really haven't been able to defend that title because she had to wait for her next challenger because they were building the Iron Survivor match, right? Now she has Julia. So we also have Cora Jade. Now, interesting with Cora Jade is that she attacked Vakur. She attacked Stephanie Vakur because her and Roxanne wanted to attack Julia, not knowing Kalani had Julia's back, right? But Vakur, she was coming at Cora Jade and she was like, I'm gonna hurt you. I don't know who you think you messed with, but you messed with someone and you're about to find out what's gonna happen to you. You're about to find out. She was like, I'm not the one. I am not the one to be attacking from behind, girl, right? She gonna beat up Cora Jade, all right? She's gonna hurt her. But regardless, that's what Vakur is doing at the moment, And then Zarya and Sol Ruka were a team, and they went against the Meta Girls. I don't know if that's going to lead anywhere or if it was just a random match that they decided to have, right? I don't know where Zarya's going to go, and I don't know where Sol is going to go, because they were both kind of in the main event picture, but Roxanne has a contender, so I guess we got to keep them busy until there's a space open, until after Roxanne and Julia's match, and then we can go along and maybe put another contender there. But we got to keep them girls busy. So they had a match with the Meta Girls. I haven't seen them in a minute. They were everywhere, and then they weren't. But they came back. They came back, right? And so after we had that, I also want to talk about the NXT North American Women's Championship, right? It is being held by Fallon Henley. Side note, have y'all noticed how Jessie Jane is rolling her eyes every time Fallon talks? Let's not forget, Jessie Jane is all about JC Jane. And I'm sorry if I'm saying her name wrong. And she likes all the attention on her, which means that championship that Fallon Henley is holding, she gonna go after that because she doesn't like that Fallon is like, I guess, the leader of the team because she has that title. She doesn't like it. She wants that title. So we're going to see how that goes. But for now, Fatal Influence is still together, right? And not only are they still together, they're going to be going against, they have a team that they're going against now. Shotzi, Gigi Dolan, and Tatum Paxley. I really liked, and I still like, putting Tatum with Gigi. I think they work well off of each other, and I think that, they have the same, they're in the same space, They have their own personalities. There you go, right? And they fit. Shotzi fits, I just don't think she fits with the dolls. Like, I saw the promo they just did, and she looked so uncomfortable with that doll in her hand. She just wanted to talk. And so I don't know if maybe, next time Tatum just play with Gigi and Shotzi would just talk. She doesn't have to have a doll. But I just don't feel like that fits with Shotzi's character, I like that she's back though. I was wondering where she was, to be honest with you, because I haven't seen her in SmackDown at all. I think she got married and she was out there in her wedding dress. And so I'm really happy that she's come back. I'm glad she came back to NXT because she did really well in NXT. Who knows? Maybe next year she can be the host for the Halloween Havoc. I loved her as the host before. But anyway, I like that feud. I don't think they're going to take the title from Fallon. I think that JC Jane is going to turn on Fallon. And I think we're going to get a feud there. I don't know how long Fallon's going to hold that title. I'm very happy that she has that title. So I sure hope she has a really good reign. But she has been a fighting champion. She's a heel who has no problem fighting you. She's been, like I said, she's just been in this feud. I don't mind it. All the people involved are great. So I think it's going to be a very, very good feud, especially once JC turns, right? Now, I do want to give another side note. This will be my last one. And it seems that Sean Spear is recruiting. And I think he's going to recruit EC Dame into his group. I think that's fine. He's been building his group little by little. Like, he got Brooks. Now he has another member. And if he has a female member, that's even great because they can go in against another team. Now, I have noticed in NXT, we have a lot of factions happening right now. There are a lot of factions going on. Let me see. We have the No Quarter Catch crew. Sean Spears is putting his group together. We have the Don's family. And we might have some other OTM. I don't know if they're really a faction though, because they're really a tag team. Because there's two of them. But I just feel like we're getting a lot of different groups here interacting, and I like that. I like that because that is how we grow as wrestlers. And I love seeing wrestlers have great matches. Now, I will also say there is other drama going on. And now it's going back to high school. Like, I didn't mind the whole Carmen and Diodontis storyline. I thought it was a good way to feature more of the wrestlers without having to go after a title. But it's getting repetitive and it's getting very high school again. Carmen and Dionysus finally, I feel like, kind of got together. Dionysus is trying to show her that he cares for her, and he went to bring her flowers. He distracted her in the match, and she got upset. Whatever. Then she's talking to her best friend or his best friend, and she's trying to get advice from him. And now Dionysus is mad at her for talking to him because he saw them hug. Very, very high school. And Nikita Lyons is in there because he had texted her before, but now he doesn't want to talk to her. But because Carmen upset him, now Dionysus is going to go and talk to Lyons. A lot is going on. Mind you, Lyons and Rizzo have had a kind of little mini feud going on, but I haven't seen them interact that much either. Carmen should just get with the Adonis or whatever the hell she's going to do, or leave him. I don't care. But I feel like we're getting back to high school. Let's get out of high school. Let's become adults, and let's have a communication. Let's talk. Let's not do what Frazier and Axiom do. Let's actually speak to each other. Dantes should talk to Carmen and solve it. I know that it's a storyline. I know that it's kayfabe, but it's driving me crazy. Just get together or don't get together. It's like a sitcom. You ever see those sitcoms? Will he, will she, will he, will she, will he, will she? I don't care anymore if they are. The story's doing what it has to do, but it's getting too repetitive. It's getting too much high school. Now, that's all I have to say about NXT. I have really been enjoying NXT. And I can't wait to talk to you guys again.